you can't build wealth as an employee. You've said that before, is you got to own equity. You got to own an asset. If you want to grow wealth, you can't be working paycheck to paycheck. Now that's true, except maybe Saquon Barkley. He's a very valuable employee. He makes a great living, right? And you can argue that, well, Saquon runs his own independent business, right? And athletes are independent businesses, actors, actresses, musicians. But generally speaking, what I'm trying to get at is you have these employees. Saquon's an employee of the New York Giants. And they pay him handsomely, and he's got making tens of millions of dollars off the field as well. But point being that he still is subject to getting a paycheck, that his employment is priced in dollars. So Saquon's signing a contract that lasts X amount of time priced in dollars. And if you price in inflation and you price in taxes, he's actually losing like 30 to 70% of that money by the completion of his contract, right? And so then he's got all these commercial real estate agents, these club promoters, his family telling him what cars to buy, what things to invest in. And I have the opinion that these people are relatively abused by their employer and by the people around them, that they're taken advantage of, and that they are one of the only rare employees in America that can potentially build generational wealth, build an independent business, build an independent brand, leave a legacy like Saquon's worked his whole life for. And that people are getting in the way of that, and that the NFL and a lot of his counterparts aren't tremendously honest and potentially misleading to him. And I think it's a real problem. And so I think a lot of the people contacting me that is in the NFL, in the NBA, in Hollywood, are starting to realize like, hey, I'm making hit after hit after hit. I'm number one on the billboard every week. But somehow after taxes, after inflation, after I listen to my cousin, after I pay 20% off the top to my commercial real estate broker, I don't have anything left. That's bullshit. Sorry, am I allowed to curse? It's like, what the fuck is that? I thought it was that if I make hit after hit, or I score touchdown after touchdown, I work my ass off, I act like a good citizen, a good man, that this isn't how it works. And I think everyone is starting to open their eyes to that. And, the craze of Robinhood and now Bitcoin the Federal Reserve has perverted risk tolerance across all assets. No one knows what anything's worth anymore because no one knows how to value a dollar. They're more printed as the seconds that go by. So all that to say, I think every American, everyone in the world faces this problem from a high level. And I think folks like Saquon have a very unique visibility into it because they are high profile employees that do make a large wage of living. And there's a lot of opinions in their ear. And I think Bitcoin is the most accessible way to defend against inflation. It's the most accessible way to protect and preserve wealth. It's one that you can do independently. You don't have to give a real estate broker any percentage of it. We don't need you guys anymore. Saquon can line up his direct deposit, toggle how much he wants to save and preserve for his daughter, and then go fucking run a linebacker over. He doesn't have to worry about anything else. And that's what it's all about.